Hello and welcome to the Not So Different Showcase 2021. Today we are here to celebrate the past 3 years Not So Different and the work that we have all done together.
Not So Different is a social enterprise that promotes equality and inclusion for people who are neurodiverse. It's all about bringing neurodivergent and neurotypical people together to work with each other, learn from each other, and create great opportunities.
Here in the Creative Ability Hub, we have been working with each other, with the team at Not So Different and experts and employers to develop our talent and showcase our creative ability for the world to see. Shortly, we'll be showing some of the creative projects we've worked on, but first, here's a short introduction to Not So Different.
Not So Different is a space where people of all abilities can come together to develop their talent. They can take raw talent to the industry through a series of workshops. They can do prototyping. They can learn their job skills here.
My biggest passion is animation. I just find it fascinating. Honestly, I was really shy when it comes to advertising myself to the public, but when this opportunity came up, I thought, oh, this could be a good stepping stone to help me get there and learning how to be quite more confident in doing that.
My interest lies in the field of filmmaking. For the showcase, I showed off a documentary I did that I've been making over the past year. Not So Different, it helped a lot with presenting myself, how I can show off myself to potential employers, showing us kind of what work could be like if we got it, and kind of what we could expect later on in life.
A showcase in animation for Not So Different, I think it makes me more confident, really. It makes me more, I feel like it's easier to showcase your talents and easier to work with a team as well.
Being part of Not So Different has helped me showcase my talent, coming together with other people and seeing their talents and then putting my talents together and just put things I did in college out there. Well, my dream is to do sound design in movies.
My interest is in design. It's definitely helped me communicate with people, and also they've given me an opportunity to meet new people and push myself out of my comfort zones. I've made new friends and met lovely people.
It was very productive and constructive, and I think we all learned something from it. Well, I guess it kind of opened up my eyes and opened up a lot of doors to me. Anyone can be something someday.
Employers are blown away by the talent that people have. If I'm an employer, I want people who think outside the box. I want people who think differently. I want people who challenge the status quo. Not So Different is changing how people perceive others by the way we showcase talent.
As you've heard, Not So Different is all about creating the space and giving the opportunity for people to showcase their talent, their interest, their ability, and to get the support to help reach their goal.
In the past 3 years, we worked on a wide range of projects individually and together. So today, we're launching a new website that features who we are and our work. You can visit notsodifferent.ie to view all the projects, and now we'll show you a snapshot of all of them.
Cover up if you want to see people. Oi! Stop touching that person! Visualize an eternal COVID. Ignoring the virus won't stop it. Decide which world you want.
I was recommended by a lady from Classic Doolittle, college I went to before I went to Not So Different. And she recommended me to see what it's like because they had a community group and they help people with autism, such as myself, look into getting jobs and how I can show off my talents. I'm currently working on with a group activity and create an animation video about COVID-19 awareness. I'm one of the designers. I'm doing the backgrounds in the animations for the animators to design.
I'm currently working on an awareness project for COVID-19. I'm doing the animation and I'm working as part of a team. The social aspect in the workplace is important because you're going to be going into the real world. You're going to be meeting all different people from different backgrounds and different creative ideas, and you have to kind of blend it together and work with them when you're in the real world. I want to work in the animation kind of vibe, you know.
This helped me pave a way to go, I can do the work despite my setbacks. While I was here, I'm treated like as an actual employee, not as someone with autism and has to be looked after every 5 minutes. But I'm like, oh, it means I can benefit the employers in the future.
We're doing like an accessibility document on how to get the message out there. Whether it's I'm definitely having the skills to be employable anyway, whereas before I started here I couldn't see myself being employable, but now I can see myself having and keeping the job, which is a good thing. Not So Different is actually it's one of the best services I think I have actually used, and I really hope that it goes nationwide. I think the whole of Ireland could use it.
I'm working on a research project to do with the COVID-19 legislation. I had to print down this 59-page document and read through it a couple of times and mark down all the points that I thought were very important. But I got it done over about a month and a half, and then now I'm working on 2 PowerPoint presentations. One of them is to mark down, say, what the acronyms in the legislation mean.
I'm helping them with an infograph of COVID-19, and I need to have more confidence, I guess, in the skills that I have, so that way I can tell people about my work and stuff, and also what type of leadership roles I could take up if I applied myself.
It's important for autistic individuals to have an environment where they can learn socially and not have to worry about how others perceive them, so they can bring forth what they learned into the world.
Imagine waking up one day and not having a word scrawled across your forehead. Imagine being unique but still the same as all your friends. Imagine walking to the store and not being perceived through judgmental eyes. Imagine just being yourself, not having to put on a disguise. Just think of leaving the mask behind and be judged as who you are instead of a superficial premise. Picture everyone as being friends. I mean, who has time for a nemesis? Gay, straight, black, white. Imagine just simply saying, who cares? Walk down the street half disfigured and have no one stare. If you judge a book by its cover that no one ever taught you to read, flowers are meant to blossom, poison is for the weeds. Just someone go get the key and unlock the chains. Go off to a pride parade instead of the walk of shame. Stand on the edge of that mountain and shout out your name. Because wouldn't the world be boring if we were all the same?
hear my voice? Humans, you have a choice. Feed me your dreamer's truth before I am uprooted. You cut down our homes to build your misery. You crush my bones, yet still the world's fears are my own. The rivers are poisoned by my suffocation. You are not learning the lesson. Thunder and lightning form spears. Mother Nature grows fear.
As the slogan says here, like, you're not so different. Yes, you have a disability, but you're not so different to everyone else. You can reach your full potential. You shouldn't let your disability stop you from reaching your full potential. Yeah, there might be a few social barriers along the way, but as long as you learn from each social situation and from everything, and you're not making the same mistakes over and over again, you can reach your full potential. Being autistic has its challenges, being epileptic has its challenges when it comes to these areas, but it shouldn't batter your confidence. That's easier said than done, because I've been down that road, but I know for a fact that you just have to try and build it, and you can do it.
If you're willing to let go of what you are in the service of what you could become, then you could identify with the part of you that transforms.
I'd like to be a freelance music producer and to work with other like-minded artists and musicians and to help make their creative ideas reality by recording and producing them, and also to realise my own compositions through music production and to release them on modern streaming services such as Spotify, to be able to gauge an audience of people who are interested in listening to my music, and to work in all the other fields concerning music.
I created this space so that it would kind of block out all the unpredictability with the netting. In my time in Trinity, I was learning more about my sensory system. I realised that I was as much a sensory seeker as I was an avoider. I still wear headphones and sunglasses and stuff to get rid of visual input, but I realised what I was actually trying to do was balance. What I need to do is try and balance my sensory system rather than just kind of get rid of everything. I realised two things that I really need, and that really made a massive difference to my mental health, is getting the right amount of proprioceptive input and the right amount of vestibular. So proprioceptive is basically your muscles moving against each other and where they are in space. Just having that input and having a sufficient amount of that input, I feel really calm, but also really focused and really content. And also the vestibular, so I have the swing, but for me the swing needs to be fixed at 2 points and kind of give you that kind of calm, certain back and forth, and that makes me feel calm and gives me a good night's sleep, but also focused as well, so it kind of balances me. When I do go in, it's like taking a pill, I suppose. It's like taking vitamins. It really does give me that boost to kind of get me through the day.
Well, I started writing poetry when I was 16, and I've been writing it since. And so for the past while, I was writing it, trying to get it published, and everyone was saying things like, oh, there's not a whole lot of money in poetry. So I thought to myself, what if I took my skill with poetry and turned it into a profitable business? So I'll merge it with greeting cards, which is something that everyone does buy, and that's a way that I can essentially make money off my craft. So that's what I was doing for the past while, and so far so good. And I've never got any bad critique for my poetry in the past, so I'm pretty confident that it's good and it'll sell.
The full title is A Legend of Tara, Fionn the Reviver, but you can just call it Fionn the Reviver for sure. And yeah, it's like a children's fantasy book, and like it's about like animals who act like humans, like in The Wind of the Willows or Narnia, or books like that. And it's about like it tells the story about a young mouse warrior named Fionn who travels to a land called Tara, and he and his friends must save from being conquered by the evil falcon Lord Mouse and his army of falcons, rats, and weasels. Yeah. My book has gotten a few great reviews on Amazon and Goodreads, and that's helped me like succeed as a writer. And like and I'm currently working on the prequel to this book as well, and also like I have many other different ideas for stories on the way as well.
I'm hoping to work for a company or working with people like in a company as a graphic designer and like help designing stuff, or you know, going to and maybe some way go back to college, not full time but like part time, just to get some better qualifications, if you get me. Like I do have a level 5 diploma, but if you see my work, it is high, it is good. Some people seem to like it. I know that's a bit bragging myself a bit, but trust me, Classic Dulic has a lot of good qualification work that they help you with. So yeah, no, it's a great course to go to in Classic Dulic as well. So, they really helped me connect with them to Not So Different, which Not So Different helped me out so much.
Pick up the pace. We're almost there.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
I'm quite the artist. I get different kinds of style, where cartoonist style way. I like drawing cartoons and that. I also like listening to I love 80s and 90s stuff, and love anything up to 2005. And watching anything from those time periods, especially at Christmas and summertime, make me feel nostalgic. So they might kind of influence me in some way in future works. I like drawing cartoons like in my kind of a cartoony way. Like I've been kind of drawing them since I was around 12, and that I kind of hope to be the creator of my few own IPs I have. Like I maybe like for a few TV shows, and maybe if I get a chance to like the story of an original movie, and maybe even do the concept art, or maybe even animation if there is animation for a video game, if they like, or if they want that kind of things.
I feel filmmaking is like the ultimate, I feel it's like the ultimate art form in a way, in that it combines all of the other art forms in the past, film, like painting, theater, literature, photography, art, all that stuff to create like the beautiful art form. And the huge joy of filmmaking for me is that I get to learn, I get to have complete control over what I want to shoot and what I want to cut, what type of films that I want to make. And I feel with all that, with all the innovation that comes with film, it gained a bit of a passion and control that I hugely adore.
I would like to meet potential people who work in the animation industry or film industry, especially like some from overseas, not just here in Ireland, to see my projects and not just like, oh, to like greenlight them straight away, but have a look at them and see if I can improve on them. But if they like it, we can collaborate with them and potentially make them into either like a series or a movie or something like that, and expand to other companies overseas other than here. And what other thing? I also like, it's like not just my projects. I like to collaborate with other people's projects and share my skills and mindsets and bounce ideas off each other.
Collaboration is really important to Not So Different and to us all. It's been great to meet so many amazing supporters, and we're delighted to have some of them here to speak today. Let's hear from them now.
Hi, Fabian here from Cartoon Saloon Animation Studio. I'm really looking forward to the digital showcase event that the talented folks at Not So Different have put together. It's really an amazing opportunity to connect with these talented artists and to appreciate the unique talent that they can bring to the table.
Hello everybody, my name is Minister Anne Rabbit and I'm having a few technical glitches here this morning, so please bear with me. The Not So Different Showcase is a celebration of the talent and creative ability of those who have been supported for the last 3 years. The young people featured are neurodiverse, such as some are on the Autism Spectrum, and have been supported by the Not So Different to develop their confidence, their goals, their creative talent and ability, amongst other skills, so they can realise their full potential. The talent on display is diverse, from those featuring graphic design, illustration, poetry, filmmaking and other creative pursuits, along with projects such as sensory garden and disability rights. These young people have a huge amount to offer. They have an amazing viewpoint on the world, and they bring that in their innovative approaches to creativity. They have worked individually and collaboratively through their time in Not So Different, and have gained great skills that would benefit any workplace. We want to see them for their talent and ability and for the challenges they have overcome on this journey. They're an asset to any workplace, and employers can see by working with them and providing opportunities for them to continue to develop their talent. Then we will have a better and a far more inclusive society for everyone. So thanks again for bearing with me, and I wish you well in your future careers. Thank you all.
Thank you for joining us today. We want our work to be seen and shared. We want people to see and value our creative ability and our talents, and show you and your companies how we can be assets to you and how you can benefit from our many skills.
We want to create more inclusive workplaces with you, and we want you to hire us, to understand us, to collaborate with us, and we invite you all to get in contact, to learn more about us and our work, and find out how you can get involved.
Not So Different is about to embark on an exciting new phase with new projects that'll give even greater opportunity to showcase talent and ability and create new opportunities for all us to come together, to work together. Please get involved with us at notsodifferent.ie.
Thank you.